Hey everyone, my name's Commander Brie, and welcome to Trek Central. We've known since October of 2019 that Star Trek franchise boss, Alex Kurtzman, has been working on other Star Trek content as part of his overall 5-year plan. While we know the Section 31 series is in the works, as well as 2 animated series, we've not heard much since that comment. Well, as of yesterday, that's all changed. While speaking at the TCA Star Trek Picard press tour in California on Sunday morning, Kurtzman and executive producer Heather Caden provided major Star Trek universe updates to those in attendance. In addition to confirming the 2nd season of Star Trek Picard, which we covered in a video released yesterday, the franchise stewards talked about what's currently going on with the Section 31 series starring Michelle Yeoh. According to Heather Caden, the Section 31 series is currently in active development, and we here at Trek Central recently learned that a number of Discovery production staff have moved over to a secret new project. Could this be the new Section 31 series? This does make sense, as Star Trek Discovery Season 3 production is wrapping up right about now. Regardless, it appears things are picking up steam. Alex Kurtzman also mentioned during the press interviews how important it is to him and his team at CBS to listen to fans and hear what it is that they like and don't like, which is great news for everybody in our opinion. He went on to say the following: "You have to listen carefully and understand that sometimes when people are complaining about things, they're actually complaining about something else. There's a different problem below the surface, and you have to get to the root of that problem." He finished by saying, "So I want to give a little room to learn from people's reactions." Sharing our own thoughts at the moment, we think it is great that the team at CBS are listening to people's feedback on what content is currently being delivered. Realistically, you can already see the feedback is implemented when looking at Star Trek Discovery. Season 1's Klingons were not well received, and by Season 2, airing last year, you can easily see how much they changed. There's no denying that's a result of the Star Trek community's feedback. Heather Caden also commented on the status of the animated shows currently in the works at CBS, mainly Lower Decks and the untitled Nickelodeon animated project. Caden specifically mentioned how the new shows, including Section 31, have to fall under the guise of a unique space that has not been explored as of yet. What we think she means by this is that each Star Trek series on our screens will be exploring a different aspect of the Trek universe, hence the brand name, Star Trek Universe, which was revealed last year. You've got Star Trek Picard, which is more grounded and character-driven, Discovery, which is heavily story and drama-focused, and Lower Decks, which will be a comedy of sorts. So you can see where this is going. I imagine Section 31 will be the dark side of Starfleet and the Federation. Kurtzman followed Heather Caden's comment with the bombshell statement of the day by saying, quote, "There are 2 more live-action shows that haven't been announced yet." This announcement immediately got many of us thinking of what series could CBS currently be developing. Now, these are 2 additional series that will be joining the current lineup of live-action series, which is Discovery, Picard, and Section 31. Well, we, of course, have our own theories and speculations. Alright, first, we honestly think that a current in-development series might have something to do with Anson Mount's Captain Pike and his crew of the USS Enterprise, featuring Ethan Peck and Rebecca Romaine. Of course, fan feedback of this idea has been constant and vocal, with the question being asked, when are we getting a Captain Pike show? This question was brought up both at San Diego Comic-Con and New York Comic-Con from fans in the audience, with a positive, non-committal response from Kurtzman teasing the audience. Now, a journalist did ask a CBS All Access panel yesterday about more Pike and Spock adventures. CBS responded by saying that they've heard fans and that there are regular conversations happening. It's been known for a while that Kurtzman and the CBS team have been developing other Trek-related projects. Looking back over the years, there were originally rumors of a Starfleet Academy-based series, though nothing was heard about that for some time. For the moment, we don't know what the series are, and we think it might be a while before any new announcements are made. Though, if you're interested in keeping up to date with any major announcements related to Star Trek, make sure to subscribe to us here on Trek Central. Moving on to the topic of short treks, we have some great news for international viewers who have been waiting to watch the brand new adventures. While little information was given, Kurtzman did comment that he expects the 2nd season of Short Treks to make their way onto Netflix at some point. Sadly, there is no time frame given, so we'll still need to wait to find out more. Also, talking about the short treks, Kurtzman mentioned the following: I loved the short treks because they're a really interesting testing ground both for different kinds of stories and also different talents. Bringing new directors, new writers, composers, and we've taken one of the composers and now put them on one of her own series, so it's very interesting. Essentially, this reconfirms what we already know, that the Short Trek series serves as a testbed for the Star Trek franchise. Many might remember that Star Trek Picard Season 1 writer and showrunner Michael Chabon made his debut to the Trek universe by the short trek Calypso, which some say is the best little adventure to date. We can only hope that the short treks continue with a Season 3 sometime towards the end of the year, but also that they'll make their way to Netflix very soon so that international viewers can enjoy the stories too. Overall, it seems like the Star Trek franchise is warping into 2020 with maximum speed. New series announcements, Picard Season 2, and much more. This year's already off to a great start, and we're less than 10 days away from a brand new series premiering right before us. We here at Trek Central team strongly believe that we're in a brand new golden age of Star Trek content, so let's make it so. That's all from us for today. If you want to keep up to date with all things Star Trek news, lore, and more, make sure to subscribe to us here on Trek Central on YouTube. You can also follow us on social media for daily updates or visit our website. For now, I've been Commander Brie, and I'll see you next time.